Hi. Didn't I just say
live.
Didn't I just say I'm never ready? Ooh, sharks.
Okay, I said we're live. Sharks?
Yeah, sharks.
Sharks? Shark where?
I'm shark here.
Where are plural sharks?
Hmm.
There's just one shark.
Now that's the question that you'll always be wondering. Where are the plural sharks?
I should pull up Felix Guide. Actually, no, let's okay. You come up to the flower stand. Felix is talking to a customer whose face shows signs of slight confusion. They are holding a bunch of visibly rotting flowers and listening to Felix's passionate instructions.
Passion instructions? What's that? What passion instructions?
The ones that are on the stream screen.
What's a stream?
I don't know. Ostensibly, it's a thing that we do, but like, I think we also don't do. Because that implies we play games.
I mean, technically, you don't have to be playing games to stream. Just chatting exists. Cooking streams exist.
True.
Podcasts are streams.
Is the body of water. Thank you, Malik. Also, hi, Malik.
Are streams and cricks the same thing?
Kind of. Of all things, to bring up crick as the synonym, I was thinking like river. Rivers and streams are very similar.
A crick is a noun that refers to a shallow stream. So they're similar.
I didn't say it's not. I'm just...
I also love how the captioner
like,
is auto-correcting it to technically the correct spelling, but I don't care.
You said crick and I was like, oh, we're going Max Country today?
My family calls him a crick.
Your family is, like, far more rural than they deserve to be for where they actually are. Don't they live in a suburb?
Yes, and I'm sorry, but we lived by a crick.
You mean creek. Like the creaking floorboards in Telltale Heart.
Well, no, we didn't have any creaking floorboards.
In Telltale Heart.
No, there is no Telltale Heart.
Yeah, all the hearts are dead.
Oh no. Oh no.
As opposed to Telltale Heart, where even the disembodied heart is still alive.
Oh no. Your internet decided it. Your internet decided it wanted to fight me.
My internet wants to fight a lot of people, just like me. Yesterday, I got a notification. Or rather, yesterday I bothered looking at Facebook. I think I actually got a notification technically the day before. But someone that I met, or not met, but like actually befriended finally from the conference.
Befriended finally.
Like, well, because I've known this person for like years at that conference that I volunteer at. But I never really talked to them until this time, kind of. And so she posted a meme to my timeline on Facebook. I don't really check Facebook anymore, but I saw it. And if you're a goldfish, apparently I'm a betta fish. Betta fish?
Beta fish, yeah.
Yeah. That has the pretty fins and is ready to fight. And the meme said, what does the meme say? The meme says, I admire the beta fish Because I am also am beautiful and want to fight everyone.
No! Do not fight everyone. And I cannot stress this enough. Do not forget to overwater the plants as per my detailed guidelines. The flowers shall keep their decaying aesthetic until they reach their final destination. It certainly strengthens the message.
Also, sorry to chat for the typing sounds. Yep.
Quack, 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 quack. How are you doing today, Melik? And anybody else in chat who feels like they want to say something or not say something. Just how are you doing? Talk to your monitor and say how you're doing. Whoa.
I like Dome. It's okay. I'm okay.
Well, that's good. Salutations, Santa. Hi? That bouquet looked interesting.
Am I quiet? Hello?
Are you quiet?
Hello? Let me fiddle.
Hard to hear over the game sometimes.
Oh. Is Sharky
Am-
loud enough?
Am I loud enough?
I think, to be fair, Streamlabs, I had fiddled with the mic volume and stuff. And then this time I did not fiddle with the mic volume when I was setting up OBS.
Oh yeah, you're much louder now.
Oh, that's just because I'm leaning forward.
Oh well. Sharky's
I can't
good.
constantly be leaning forward. I have a better posture than you, sorry.
What is a posture?
Okay, let me... How's that? Is that better? Is that okay? If I sit back now and talk at normal volume from this far, does that work? Is it okay? Am I a skeleton?
Well, you're still kind of quiet.
So if I put
Yeah, the
myself
game
at
is
max-
very loud in comparison to you.
Oh, this game is loud in the first place. I already turned the music and sound volume on this game this low. The game is very loud to begin with.
It's a bit... Like, you are audible, but, like, I am, like, a lot louder than the game, and then you're, like, underneath the game sound.
Hello? Hello? Cool, cool, cool. Hello? Am I audible? Like the Amazon-owned audiobook platform? A little better?
Yeah, you're audible now.
You know, this is hilarious. I dropped it down to, like... What percentage is this? It's really
you
low.
Are audible.
Oh. Hi.
Hello.
We have a purple duck. Boy.
Quack.
Sharky was trying to speak your native language, I guess.
Quack, 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 quack.
Sharky, please translate for the rest of the audience.
No. Learn duck.
Coo, coo. I don't speak duck. I speak pigeon. Coo, coo.
We're not playing that game.
Coo,
We've already done that ending.
coo, coo.
Made perfect sense to me, see?
as long as you feel welcome. Welcome in. We're playing Lovingly Evil, which is a game about dating villains at a villain conference. Because I guess when you go to conferences, you hit on people instead of professional development. I don't know. Something like that, apparently.
What's professional development?
It's that thing where we pretend that we have careers rather than jobs.
What's a career?
It's that thing we're pretending to have instead of acknowledging that we just have jobs.
You. I allowed myself to experiment a little. What occasion was it for?
You say in addition to, but I must say we have spent far more time in this run just chatting with this vampire we're hitting on than actually going to talks or anything.
Well, you don't need to go to talks necessarily if you're networking.
Yes, but we are networking hard with just one person.
We're networking hard with just one person with the goal of dating them.
Uh-huh. Maybe. Anyway,
Maybe.
So we're on the last day of this route, but we tend to go on tangents a lot, so sorry if you were expecting, like, actual steady game progression.
And if you weren't expecting steady game progression, hello, welcome.
If you weren't expecting steady game progression, hello, welcome. And if you were, hello, welcome. We're sorry to disappoint you like everyone else in our lives.
Oh, ouch. Oh.
Just kidding, that's just me.
Oh, man. Oh. I mean, you don't need to call me out like that, but wow.
We're fine.
So what occasion was it for? I was under the impression that the message was rather self-evident. What do you think? Well, there were decaying flowers.
We had them before, and I can't remember if it was funeral or break. I think it was a breakup.
I don't remember. I'm going to trust your gut.
Oh, we'll find out.
I'd give someone a bunch of rotten flowers only under very specific circumstances. Is it a breakup bouquet?
If it's a bouquet full of flowers that you just consistently overwater, I'm gonna say it's a breakup bouquet for an overly smothering relationship. I don't know that that's what it's actually supposed to be, but you know.
Ouch. Oh, yes, you could say so. Oh, splendid. I must have done a terrific job conveying the message. Subtle, yet effective.
I'm so glad I remembered.
See, you're the smarter of us.
Am I, though?
Yes.
Am I truly? That's a low bar. I'm tired, okay? My brain retired like 10 years ago.
I know. I know my intelligence stat is so low that you crossing that threshold is not as impressive, but you're still crossed the threshold.
You're just purposely twisting my words. My brain's been on retirement for like 10 years now, okay?
They were the one who got left. A fresh wound. I would assume a maximum of 100 years after the breakup. Wow. The undead standards for relationship really are long-term. Oh, certainly so. Oh, I feel so drained. I already need a break. Not drained of blood, naturally.
Well, he may perk up if he has some.
That individual was rather talkative. I have spent the entire morning hearing about their newly ended relationship. It's almost as if I had just gone through a separation myself. Would you say they were kind of an emotional vampire? Dot, dot, dot.
Stares in confusion.
What an insult to actual vampires. That is what gives us such a bad name. No, Twilight did that. I'm sure it's just that. And not, for example, your murderous appetite for human blood.
This is a light murder. What are people so upset about? Oh, VCon official. Tip number 6. It's the last day of the conference. We hope you've had a fun and useful event. Now's the great time to make sure that all the loose ends are tied up. Remember, even if you run out of things to talk about with someone, they might want to talk to you more later on. They were gonna die anyway. Yeah, exactly. See, like, it's fine. It's fine. He's just changing around the timeline.
Apparently I'm supposed to become immortal.
Yeah, you're not allowed to die.
Double standards here.
Hmm?
I'm just calling out your double standards. It's fine.
Alright, should we introduce ourselves? I guess technically, this screen doesn't introduce us. Hi, I'm Satan. That's Sharky. Alright, now we've introduced ourselves. Let's go.
I just love that. Oh, right, we should introduce ourselves. I'm Satan.
I didn't say it that. I didn't go, I'm Satan. Hi, I'm Satan. This is because Sharky called me Satan once, and then I just took it forever.
It was more than once.
Yeah, and then I just took it forever, and now Sharky regrets it, but he's stuck. He's stuck with it.
I kind of find it hilarious.
You're the one who originally didn't want me using that for the stream.
Especially with what Flower apparently did.
We'll see it eventually.
Yeah.
Someday when we reach the end of that game, apparently. If we ever.
Look, challenge accepted for the third game.
You're assuming we'll get to the third game as if the second game's not going to take us the entire length of development and more.
It won't.
You say this, but we're not even necessarily playing Arcade Spirits right off the bat. Also, we no longer do it twice a week. It would only be once at most.
I'll just be yelling at you to hit skip more. Or I have to be the one streaming it. But no, I can't because you have the info to pull over.
Yeah, I have the carryover data.
So I'm just going to be yelling at you to hit the skip button more.
Uh-huh. And then we're just going to get on a really long tangent about something or other. Like polar bears dying.
Look, I said that one time.
Yeah, and then you brought it up like 4 more times after that. I wasn't the one who brought it back until now.
I only brought it back once.
You brought it back like 4 times in one stream. The thoughts will back me up.
We have reached the last day of the conference. Finally! I can't wait to get out of here. Oh. You have not enjoyed yourself much here, my company. I mean, at the conference?
I just wanted to hit finally because we've been on this stream, or we've been on this route for so long. I'm gonna go back and like do the thing properly now.
It went by so fast. Feels like we only just got here yesterday, and by yesterday I mean many months ago. Oh, trust me. It feels even shorter to those of us with an entire eternity in prospect. Time flies when you're having fun. And when you're a vampire, apparently. How about you? Did you have a good time? It was my 1033rd conference. But I shall admit it might have been the most memorable one so far.
Yeah, there was this one weirdo who kept talking to me the entire time. I'm not gonna forget that. That was really annoying.
Yeah. Huh. Any new friends? Enemies?
Felix gives you a bashful smile.
Not too many, but some. My bouquet business presents me with Such a terrific excuse to simply hide behind my dearest flowers for hours and limit my social interactions to the bare minimum. Are you saying your favorite part of the conference was avoiding to participate in said conference?
Sounds like someone I know.
Hey!
Yeah?
I mean, you're not wrong. Hey!
The other time when I had you volunteer with me at the other one, you spent as much time as possible just hiding behind a desk. And I was like, okay, but we got, like, free admission and, like, flight and everything to come to this conference for working.
There was a lot of work
so,
that
like,
needed to happen.
Yeah, but there were downtimes that you were just like, I'm just chilling here. I don't want to go out. Imagine having to deal with people forever. No. At some point, if you're immortal, at some point you just go, I'm going to become a hermit in a cave in the mountains. Goodbye. Goodbye forever.
For the next few hundred years?
Or at least like a few, 100 years. A couple millennia.
Yeah.
Come back, see how technology is advanced.
See the people are still garbage, go back.
Well, I mean technology advanced in like gadgets and stuff. No phones. We're not gonna have signal up in our mountain cavern.
Well, I guess no more streams then.
Well, I mean, at that point, we'll see what streaming platforms are still around at that point. I mean, you're immortal, but I'm not.
You're Satan.
All right. I'm the immortal embodiment of evil that lives in everybody's hearts. That's true. That's true. Although that's also not exactly what Satan is, right? I think.
I'm just face palming.
I am the darkness in everybody's hearts, turning everyone into heartless in Kingdom Hearts. Actually,
I was not going to make that reference. I was going to avoid that.
Anyway.
I, for that matter, have enjoyed getting to know all the different creatures, including yourself. How flattering.
Coincidentally, Satan is also a character in this game, but he doesn't quite look like me or sound like me. Well, no, he sounds like me because I voice him.
Yeah, I was about to say. I am eager to share some more time with you before we say goodbye. I don't want to think about that. Goodbyes are difficult. You do not even know. Reminds me of a Shakespeare quote. Of course it does.
Felix clears his throat and starts reciting with passion.
And whether we shall meet again, I know not. Therefore our everlasting farewell take. Forever and forever farewell. If we do meet again, why we shall smile. If not, why then this parting was well made. Sounds like Shakespeare knew what he was talking about. He must have been a villains conference regular.
Alright, I guess we'd ask about his ex now.
Guess it's time to talk about the ex. Did working on that breakup bouquet remind you of Arthur? Oh, indeed. That piece was, in fact, largely inspired by the brief period after our breakup. A mere 5 decades or so? During which I'd sent him an intricate composition of rotten flowers every year.
Wow, Felix.
Huh? To commemorate our breakup and make him regret everything he had lost, though, of course. I'd been told the effect it might have had on him was quite the opposite of regret, for reasons I fail to understand. But at least it served as a terrific outlet for processing my emotions. And I did not have to worry about how to dispose of the bio-waste from my floral business. not the most traditional coping mechanism. Whew. How do you deal with relationships ending?
By not getting into them. By not getting into them, apparently.
You're not wrong. You don't have to deal with an ending that wouldn't exist.
Can't have an ending if it never started.
That is a true statement.
I mean, out of these three, yeah.
I mostly try to not let my relationships end by not entering them in the first place.
Okay, we're gonna go back though. This is the one we're trying to date, so we probably shouldn't say that.
What? Why not?
I can watch romantic comedies together or something. I don't know. Find a rebound? Should we ask him to rebound to us like centuries after his breakup?
I don't think that's a rebound at that point.
I don't know.
Like, I think that is very much not a rebound at that point.
I don't know. If he's still upset over it, maybe. What qualifies as a rebound?
Eyes wide staring and
Like, I think I would guess the definition of a rebound to be just another relationship that you get into to not think about the prior one. In which case, this could qualify. Maybe. I don't know. He's brought up his ex more than once. And then sometimes we brought up his ex. Then sometimes we brought up his ex.
And then we've brought up his ex.
And this time we literally just had the option of his ex's name.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so, are we telling him to find a rebound or watch romantic comedies?
Watch romantic comedies or something. I've become a living cliche and watch romantic comedies on repeat for a few days.
Oh.
Oh, I see. Because you want to continue believing in true love despite your own misery. What? No way! Rom-coms are the pinnacle of the world's evil. They cheer me up in difficult times like nothing else. I can rest assured that humans are sabotaging themselves all the time. Even when I'm on a break from contributing evil to the world. Do let me know if you ever need to add an exquisite rotten bouquet to that, please. There is no floral challenge that could possibly scare me.
Oh.
Except, perhaps, if you ask me to create a composition out of garlic flowers. I can tell you're the real expert of making your ex miserable.
Oh, Santa, why are you like this?
You ask that and their name is Santa.
We gave them the name Santa. Partially because of shit like this.
Santa Seaweed is smiling happy somewhere.
Santa Seaweed is less cringy than this somehow.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, I am way past that point already. In fact, yesterday I sent Arthur a short digital letter through the short message service. So, are you trying to say you texted him? I did indeed text him. It was very difficult at first.
Oh, like, wow, we were out at the club last night and then you went and texted your ex. Mistakes.
Don't people do that after clubbing?
Sometimes, but it's called a mistake.
And when's the last time I talked to my ex? Been a while.
Good. Good riddance.
Rude!
But am I wrong?
Yes.
No. No, I'm not.
I get it. All the history you two share, I never know what to say to people from my past. Oh, nay. I'm simply referring to technical difficulties. As it turns out, my phone is not possessed by demons or infected with a virus. I had simply been struggling with something Daria claims to be called autocorrect. The gesture itself felt effortless. Our relationship has been on my mind a lot these past few days. Hundreds of years have passed already. Perhaps we are ready to be in each other's lives again.
So about being a rebound.
Some people are friends with their exes.
Some.
How did he react? Did he reply? What was his reaction to hearing from someone who sent him some unusual gifts a while back? He seemed content to receive my message. At one point, he even responded with a gif of a rotting flower. I decided to interpret that as an offering of friendship.
Of course, Felix would pronounce it as GIF.
Ah, yes, a gif of a rotten flower. Our exchange once again confronted me with how different our worldviews are. Arthur invited me to go donate blood with him next weekend.
You frowned in confusion.
Oh, dear.
Oh, not my own blood. Vampires' bodies do not have that, remember? The blood I store in my fridge. I politely declined. If I am to share my food with anyone, I definitely need a more compelling reason than
He shudders.
saving human lives. Or whatever Arthur and his charity are up to. Regardless, it was good to talk to him. Perhaps it is time to write an epilogue to that story. Perhaps it is even the time to put that book down on the shelf.
Those are opposite things.
In other words, I realized I might feel ready to start pursuing romantic endeavors again. You want to start dating again? Exciting. If by exciting you mean utterly terrifying,
Relatable.
then you might be right.
Actually, it's not that dating sounds terrifying so much as it sounds awful.
Exhausting?
Exhausting. But also, but I have better things to do.
Okay, but you have too many things to do.
Yeah, and any of them are probably better.
And then I have to yell at you to stop doing so many things, and you're gonna be like, no, I'm gonna do them anyway.
I mean, yeah.
And I'm gonna yell at you again to stop doing so many things.
You want me to quit the stream? Damn, I didn't know you hated their stream so much. I guess you can go back to streaming solo.
What? Solo streaming? Where?
I can barely deal with my own life. I can't deal with someone else too. Yeah. See? Yeah. Alright, well, dating life. You get distracted by a strange yet mesmerizing sound behind your back. A group of sirens swift past you, vocalizing in harmonies. They seem to be practicing their famous repertoire of sea chants. You're starting to understand how it's possible for them to have such high rates of success when it comes to seducing and murdering unaware sailors. Admirable business strategies.
Seducing them with what?
With cake.
No! Oh, okay.
Would you jump overboard for a slice of cake if it was really,
No.
really good cake?
No, because I can't taste, so it would just be like cake.
But you like
So
cake.
yes, but it wouldn't be really, really good cake, and I can get cake anywhere else.
Not at sea, you can't.
When I get back to port!
I don't know about that. Okay. As a shark, would you swim up for some cake. You're not going overboard. You're just like already in the water.
Well, then they can't drown me.
They can't drown you, but they can lure you over. They could beat you.
I still wouldn't go over for cake.
No?
No.
Okay. One of the sirens gives you a wink in passing.
There are so many hot villains here, right?
Huh?
Hot villains? I only recall Lucifer being so, and perhaps Lily the succubus? The rest of the crowd seems to be of regular body temperature. I mean hot as in, attractive.
Oh.
Oh, yes, I suppose so. Although I seem to be unable to feel attracted to anyone unless we share an intellectual connection. Daria taught me a name for that, but I forget. All I'm saying is, I am more into the mind rather than the mortal form.
Oh no. It's the sapiosexual thing. I hate that term so much. Like, so much. Read.
Quack?
Sorry, I was like debating going on a whole rant about sapiosexual as a term, and then I decided against it.
I was just bouncing back and forth to the music.
But this is your line, Sharky. You're talking to yourself, remember?
I talk to myself?
Yeah, it's both Santa and Felix.
So you're into brains? I thought you were a vampire, not a zombie. What is your type then? How vampire of you to ask. ... Trust me, I was able to sniff out your blood type the second you approached me. I tend to steer away from anyone whose blood type is...
Felix crunches his nose as if he had just opened a Tupperware that sat in the fridge for 2 months.
Positive. Cheer up, you look so much better with a smile. You should try doing yoga.
Oh, God.
Oh, so you're doing Felix now.
No, I'm just concurring. You still have to read.
No, he did the noise.
You have to also do the noise.
No, he did the noise.
Okay, fine.
The positive types can be quite depleting to be around. I know how that feels. And I cannot even turn them into a good meal. Ugh. They simply leave a bad taste in my mouth. I'm not one of those with a sweet fang. So why do you want to know about my type?
Oh!
I'm merely curious about your possible romantic endeavors. that is all.
Maybe I should look up lovingly evil Felix route.
1, 2, 3.
100% achievements guide.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, there are 4 endings, but it's entirely based on giving him a bouquet. Alright. So.
1, 2, 3, or 4.
Is 4 a reroll?
I declare a thumb war.
That's kind of difficult from across the country, Sharky.
Well, just get good.
I don't think I can make my thumb grow all the way across the country. We'll have other problems at that point.
Why not?
I want one of the options to be breathing.
So how's your romantic endeavors? I exist.
Breathing. But my type is they breathe. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I hope they're breathing. At the bare minimum.
I don't know. He's undead. Does he breathe? Yeah, do vampires breathe? I guess I would expect because they are undead. They don't breathe out of necessity, but maybe they breathe out of their brains continuing to mostly function like human brains. Because it's an instinct for humans, right? You just naturally breathe without thinking about it. So I guess if you're a vampire that was formerly human...
It depends on which type, like... which body of work you're talking about.
I'm gonna conclude that, considering they still have mostly human brains, their brains are continuing the natural human instinct to keep breathing even if they don't actually need it.
So, like...
In which case maybe we shouldn't say breathing is our type. We don't want to accidentally eliminate him.
So, like, some will be like they only need to breathe when they need to talk. And, Vampire Diaries specifically says that they still require oxygen to stay conscious.
That makes sense. Sort of.
So, like, it is fully depends on what you're talking on,
Wait.
Which...
I have a question, though, because they suck blood. So... if someone was, like, inhaling oxygen, just, like, straight up oxygen, right? And he sucked the blood of someone who came straight out of, like, an oxygen bar. Could he get, like, oxygen that way if he was slightly suffocating?
And this is why we spent 2 hours tangenting.
Alright, I guess we'll say we've been busy. Or I'm not looking? No, we are looking for him, so I guess we say we're too busy.
We are looking for him. I've sadly been too busy to date lately. You know, being new to the whole villain business. I just wanted to do everything right. Maybe I focused on my work too much.
Oh.
Oh, yes. Being a beginner villain can be quite intense. Especially if you're eager. I broke my fangs approximately twice a month for the first year, so... It gets easier, though. I wonder whether Hinder works in the pocket dimension. The GPS must act wild out here. Want to take a look?
Huh?
Wait a second. What is this Hinder you talk about? Hinder! The best dating app designed specifically for villains in mind.
And to think, they could have named it Cinder for the villains. The only dating app designed specifically with villains in mind.
I'm just sighing loudly to what you said.
Well, I mean, because why is it Hinder? That just makes me think of, like, the band.
The band?
You know the song Lips of an Angel?
No.
That's, I figured. Well, they have a very famous song called Lips of an Angel. And, it's a band.
Okay.
And I might be dating myself here. Oops. It's okay. That's okay.
Well, no, you're not dating yourself.
Sure I am. I'm Ace.
That doesn't mean you're dating yourself.
But it could. I don't know. I spend a lot of time hanging out with me.
So do I, but that doesn't mean I date myself.
But what if I, like, take myself out on dates sometimes?
Just face palming again. I hope you're happy.
I'm not, because you haven't read your line. That's not the line.
What? There's a lion. Where's there a lion?
Pay no mind to the very bad captioner.
Sounds horrible. I'm in.
You take out your phone and open Hinder. Felix cracks his knuckles and pulls up his sleeves.
How do I play? It's not some dating game. Who would even play those?
Yeah, who would?
Looks at you, our YouTube, cries.
Our, you mean to say our, like, 2-year archive?
No, we're only at, Percy Part 5 is the last one that's uploaded. Today was Death and Taxes.
When was that?
That's a good question.
That was 2020?
September? No. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. September 11th, 2020. Ooh, tomorrow's Ashley start. No, Ashley end. Sorry.
I was about to say, how's Percy up if Ashley... What?
No, tomorrow's Ashley end.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, how's it Ashley start, but you're already Percy? Unless you did a fuck ton.
Oh, I uploaded like 3.5 months worth a while ago.
Also fair. Anyway.
I actually have to like sit down and upload a crap ton more because we're almost caught up with what's uploaded.
Well, you should do that then.
Next week when I'm off.
This weekend when we sit there and don't actually end up playing anything while hanging out with our friend.
Wait, we're supposed to play games when we hang out?
Supposedly.
I thought it was like a once every quarter meetup to just talk to each other. Is that not what it was?
It's both. Ostensibly, we play games, but then also a lot of times we've just sat there and hung out and chatted, and that's okay.
Hinder lets you meet others. These are all real nearby villains who have spent hours meticulously crafting their bios and choose the most appealing pictures of fish.
Man with fish.
Man with fish. I mean, that's just a wild guess. It's not like that's what I did with my profile.
The two of you start swiping on all the villains who happen to be within 150 light years from the conference center. You can tell Felix is hesitant.
Huh? The decision-making process seems far too rushed for me. How am I supposed to form any kind of judgment about those creatures with such a perfunctory description? Why are so many of them holding a fish?
Take a drink. I say, but I ran out of drink, and you probably don't have alcohol out.
Out? No.
You should pour yourself some so you can take a drink.
The fact that I didn't realize that they were actually going to make the fish joke.
After a while and a few more confused questions, Felix suddenly seems to be enjoying himself.
As I didn't realize that was an actual, joke about Tinder.
It's a thing. It's a little bit less of a thing where I am, but then that's why we have a rule for a drink. Because my roommate and I made that drinking game.
This one particularly interests me. The magnificent long neck and easy access to the common carotid artery. I had to think for a second. Rosy cheeks. I would assume their blood pressure is only correct levels. A healthy skin. Oh, they must be full of nutrients. Blah, blah, blah. Wonder whether I could use this invention for business purposes.
I do remember seeing memes going around of using Tinder in place of LinkedIn because you had a better shot of reaching someone at some company.
Wow.
You wonder whether your perfect match might even be somewhere in the conference center right now.
What'd you say is the key to a happy relationship?
Oh,
Pardon me, Santa. I am baffled as to why you would request my expertise on these matters. Well, you've dated someone for a few hundred years. That's more than most relationships I've ever heard of. We're been in. So you desire to build a relationship that lasts for hundreds of years. I would say the first step you have to take is make sure you and whoever is involved will remain alive for that long. I cannot even count the times have I found myself falling for a mortal. There's something undeniably tempting about mortals, and it is not just me alone. It grows to be almost an inside joke among the immortal community. Truly a tragic scenario. You can probably imagine what it feels like to begin to love someone and constantly think about how they will eventually die in your arms. That is exactly how I feel each time I come home with a new houseplant. Dot.
You say to the florist.
Yes.
I'm I can't tell if the writers intended that to be the reason why he's going ... here, but I feel like it's a very valid reason to be dude, I literally work with flowers for a living, and you kill all your houseplants?
Or a non-living?
For our job.
And my endless, undying love for plants, it might not be a direct parallel, Santa. But anyhow, apart from making sure you and your darlings forever after is of a similar length, I would say it is all about work. And I do mean doing business together, or even having a similar job title. Although my experience shows it is helpful to have at least some shared morals and an aligned and ethical code. A lot of work sounds like a lot of work. What would you say is the key to a successful relationship then? Yes, hating the same things. It's all about the looks, or all the relationships are doomed.
Certainly hope not all relationships are doomed. I like some couples.
Then is it all about looks or hating the same things?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask the ace couple. I don't think we can summon them, though. I don't know how to summon them.
I think it's called an ad on Twitter.
You know, if I wasn't concerned about actually bothering them, I would maybe legitimately just screenshot this and be like, paging the ace couple, what say? What do?
How do a relationship work?
I mean, I do like hatred. Yes?
Hating the same things is certainly a strong foundation. Nothing makes me feel closer to someone than hate watching a reality show together. The rest is just secondary details. After spending a vast chunk of eternity with someone who hated what I loved, and vice versa, I could not agree more. But all in all, I don't think you can just make a relationship work while following a simple recipe. If that's the case, I'm absolutely doomed. No matter how many times I try, I can't even follow a recipe well enough to make my sourdough bread rise properly. Well, I sure do hope you get to find what you are looking for, Santa. What time is it in game?
I think we've gone through 2 time thingies now, so it should be about noon, I think.
We're halfway there.
Yeah, it's noon and it is indeed halfway, but we're not halfway until we've actually finished this one. And actually, I think we had like a 16, 17 where we were supposed to still do something.
Yeah, there's still a 16, 17.
So we're not quite halfway there, actually.
we just slept in the conference room for 2 hours.
Sounds great.
Is there something you miss about being a human? Or is there something you miss about being a human? Apart from sleeping?
I mean, it'd be good if we're about halfway, because we're about halfway through stream time.
Yeah, that's not how it works, though.
It isn't, because anyway, we're presumably going to run out of topics at some point and then have to, like, skip through something else.
Oh, man, that means I have to come up with something super big to distract you with for the next hour.
You just don't want us to finish. Do you like being Felix that much, Sharky?
No.
Then why don't you want us to be done with the route?
To piss you off.
I'm so tired. Alright, well, you read this line, because we'll be right back.
What? Be right back?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Entertain chat.
Wait, no, but no. Hi, chat. Why does that say Paw Patrol? Hi. What's up? What have you been, have you done anything fun lately? How does one entertain a chat? Oh, nice, nice. I still need to complete the Pokedex on that. Yeah, I still haven't gotten like rank 10. I like beat it. I did the DLC and then was like, there are so many other games that I need to be playing right now. Or I want to play right now. I can't finish it right yet.
So you're gonna go back and finish Rune Factory 4?
There are so many games to play right now that I'm just gonna put that back and be like, I'll get to that later. You know,
You read
there's
the thing?
No, I didn't read the thing.
Why didn't
I
you read the
hyperventilated.
thing? Why did you hyperventilate?
Because
That's
you
not
left me
good.
with chat.
You've been alone with chat before, plenty of times. In fact, I do believe that you've done solo streams that are like 5 or 6 hours long. So.
You cannot prove that.
Yeah, because you don't have the VODs. Did you download those ones?
I actually record them while they're live, while it's happening.
Wow. See.
You can hit that record button right under the stream button, and you can do both.
Oh, right, because you were saying you were using OBS for your personal ones.
Yeah.
And now you use for both, I guess. Wait, do you have to switch thingies?
Yes, I have to switch. Yes.
Are you gonna do any more like personal streams anytime soon?
I don't know what game to play.
Rune Factory 4.
I think I mentioned it to you, and I'm like, I could do Earthbound again because Earthbound had just come out on the Switch.
Oh yeah,
and that's like,
yeah, do Earthbound because
kind of one of my one of my favorite games, and I also hate its guts.
Sounds like you've got a list. Yeah, exactly.
I forget what other games I mentioned I could do. Oh, I could do my Kingdom Hearts stupid mode run.
See, I feel like you already have Professor Sharky, so you should do the one you're not already playing on Prof Sharky.
Yeah, but
Did it break? No, there it is.
Kingdom Hearts
there was
stupid
a delay
mode
there.
run is a stupid mode run. It's not like a story mode, it's a stupid mode.
Yeah, but Kingdom Hearts is Kingdom Hearts. Unless you really want to, but I'm just like, well, you've made your affection for Earthbound less known, and one of these companies is shilling NFTs and crypto, so like maybe you can like do less.
I also need to still beat Earthbound Beginnings.
Well, there you go. I guess you should play Earthbound. See?
No. I didn't say Earthbound. I said Earthbound Beginnings. There is a difference.
You should give yourself a refresher of the universe.
What refresher?
Or something. I don't know.
They're two different games.
I don't know. I don't care. Do the thing. You should do the thing. You should play Earthbound Beginnings then.
You just do the thing.
I'm just saying words. Am I supposed to know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I told you, my brain retired 10 years ago.
I also still need to beat Final Fantasy VII DLC. Like, I got like a chapter in, and then I'm like, okay, I'll play that later. There's too many video games.
There are. I had to very determinedly go back for RF4.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay, go.
Go, Power Rangers! Boo, 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 boo.
You shouldn't do that unless you want Sailor Sharky to come back.
Power Rangers and Sailor Moon are two different things.
So?
So how does making a Power Rangers reference mean that a Sailor Moon reference happens? Those are two different things.
Because Sailor Sharky's cute.
Unless you mean that I need to have a Power Ranger shark made.
Just look how cute this Sailor Sharky is, guys.
It's not.
It's so cute.
Don't lie.
We're about to have bouncy Sailor Sharkies. Very cute.
Actually, before I make anything, I need to like figure out how a villain Sharky should be made and used.
For the remainder of our lovingly evil routes?
But I'm not. I don't think I voiced the remainder of the characters. You do.
This is true, but you voice MC.
But what would I use after that? That's the question.
When you're feeling evil, you just let the evil run through you and turn on villain Sharky.
When do I let the evil run through me?
Well, that's your problem. You should do it more often, and you should also read your line. That I interrupted.
Yeah, you interrupted. Do not bring
Okay,
this
go.
all on me.
Okay, go.
You interrupted me while I was speaking. Yeah, Shay. A number of things. Earlier today, I was pondering upon how much I miss being able to give myself motivational speeches in the bathroom mirror. The purpose gets a tad bit lost when you cannot see your own reflection. I've been trying to find a good replacement for years. One time I hired an incredibly talented impersonator to stand in front of me and mimic all of my movements.
That sounds expensive more than anything.
Well, when you don't need food, that's a lot of money you're saving.
But do you still have to pay rent?
No, that's the question. It works surprisingly well. All too well. She was better at being me than I could ever be. It really made my imposter syndrome flare up. I had to make do with this.
He reaches across his jacket and you hear a rustling inside his pocket. You wonder what kind of weird stuff he must be carrying around there. But then again, who are you to judge? His hand finally emerges out of the pocket, holding a small mirror with a wrinkled piece of paper taped over it. Another pair of eyes stares at you from a hastily sketched self-portrait.
Does that, does it help with your motivational speeches? Not quite. Perhaps that is the reason why I've been so unmotivated lately. Another thing I miss about being a human is having far less time to postpone everything. I can imagine procrastination can get out of hand when you have an eternity to fool yourself with.
Does that make it worse?
I mean, when you're like, I could put it off tomorrow or a few hundred years.
I still do that for years at a time.
I should not talk.
So when's your review session coming up, Professor Sharky?
I am not talking!
But it's your line.
But there are certainly things I would miss about being a vampire. Like the first cup of blood in the morning. And the fact that morning becomes an abstract concept if you do not have to conform to the mortal sleeping schedule. I know you didn't choose this life, but I guess there are some who actively seek to be turned.
I know that vampires are said not to have reflections because mirrors used to be backed with silver. I
Yep.
wonder if he could see himself in something else like glass or ice.
Yes. That's the whole thing, though, is, like, technically nowadays we don't back it with silver, so
Yeah.
technically they, a vampire would be able to see their reflection.
Wait, but what's the reasoning for not showing up in pictures? Did old photography also use silver, or?
It might have.
Let me see. Do.
That. The
Gelatin silver
yes.
process. There we
Yep.
go.
So
Cameras
it all
have
has
mirrors
to come
in
back
them?
to doing silver.
It depends on the kind of camera, I guess.
Yeah. But again, they might not necessarily have silver in them
Yeah.
as part of the process.
Well, I'm saying that, like, the old thing, they also don't show up in photos.
Yeah.
But if it used, like, a gelatin silver processing, that would also be based on silver. And,
Yeah.
you know, digital photography, entirely different thing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, does that mean that they would show up in modern day photos in mirrors?
Yes. I mean, as long as it's a modern mirror and not like a very old mirror.
Okay, shove a vampire in an antique shop. All right.
That would be hilarious.
I'm just talking about, like, oh, you go out and, like, hang out with a vampire and you're like, group selfie, and then you take the picture. Like, the vampire, if it's on your smartphone or whatever.
Should show up, yeah.
Yeah, because it's not using silver processing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Why, you hang out with vampires in your day-to-day?
You say that like I'm not the vampire.
You're not, you're Satan.
You said I was a bat. I'm like, if
Just
I'm a
because
bat, I should at least be a
Hold
vampire.
on. We've been over this. Just because you're a bat does not equate you to being a vampire. Not
Sharky doesn't
everybody
want
is
me
a
to be
vampire.
cool. I'm a satanic bat. I feel like that's pretty close.
No.
Anyway.
That's not how it works.
You read this already, right?
Yes, I did. I read this forever ago. Who can get turned into a vampire? Are there any special requirements? Technically, anyone could become one, but we are known to be very selective about who we let in. We can't just let any old buffoon join us. Oh, you understand. Is there some kind of vampire recruitment office then? If your intentions are purely business-oriented, then yes, there is one. The queues are absurd, and the selection process is wearisome. But I've encountered a few daredevils who have completed it. I mean, only one of them had devilish ancestry.
Devilius? I'm gonna read that as Devilius.
But
Also,
for
the
me,
Devilius
being a
history is
vampire
me.
is a lifestyle, not just a mere career choice. Maybe my romantic approach is a tad outdated, but I cannot help it. I could not turn anyone unless I felt very close to them.
He gives you a prolonged look.
Very, very close. Very close.
I'm just like in true Dream Daddy Santa as dad fashion. Does giving him a piggyback ride count as very close?
My brain is forgetting.
As time goes by, the crowd around you starts shrinking and the conference center gets quieter and quieter. Felix glances around at what's remained of his flowers.
I'm beginning to suspect that there will only be a few more orders this year. I could start disassembling my stand soon. But before I do, have you decided what you would, who you would make a bouquet for? It's a secret! You'll see soon enough.
Oh my.
How mysterious.
Wait, no. I need to save. Oh no.
And the next bouquet.
Oh wait.
The client has successfully recited a particularly horrendous insult to a rival of his. He wishes to gloat by sending the rival a celebratory bouquet. Apparently the insult was so hurtful, he should apply more medicine to the burn. His words, not mine.
So we have...
I'm rubber, you're glue.
We have pain. We have... Pride? That's kind of sounds like pride. Nightshade for medicine. Right. Oh wait, no, we do not want medicine. Wait, but there's no not. Wolfsbane for enemy, I guess. And we have maybe we'll just put another red carnation. They're really proud of themselves. What do you think?
Sure.
Sharky is like, I don't give a fuck. Except Sharky doesn't say fuck.
I don't know what that word means.
Just because you don't do it doesn't mean you don't know what it means. Do you have comments on that? I heard a breath. Oh,
Very good.
great.
Even though this bouquet is not perfect, it fits the request very well. Great work.
And the next bouquet.
A friend of mine had an amorous night with a newly found boo.
Bo?
But when she tried to contact said beau a few days later, she found herself with no answers. She wishes to inform the man that she did not find their night together satisfactory.
Make a bouquet to tell a man who ghosted the client that the sex wasn't great.
Yes, Satan?
Well, we have yellow carnations for disappointment. We're just gonna put 3 of those. Like, what if we put a beware for disappointment? No. I'm like, do I just put, like, desire or, like, passion or something? I guess if it was a one-night stand, maybe passion more than, or more than, desire more than passion and love.
I'm yawning.
Should I put shame?
You can put shame if you want to put shame.
Do you think it's shame? Shame on you for giving bad sex.
I don't know how to respond to this, so...
I don't know. I'm just making shit up. Yeah, we'll put shame. And we'll put some of these. And one of these. And we're ready.
Perfect.
Hi,
I
Mug.
received a bouquet like this one after a night together with someone. That would surely damage my pride. That's perfect.
And the next bouquet.
This next one is actually a personal request of mine. As a villain, you must have had an arch nemesis, or at least a sworn enemy. I'd like to see what kind of bouquet you'd make for them.
Arch nemesis. I'm gonna put some pain, hate. We've got some death and stinkiness. Misfortune. Gonna call them toxic. This one, toxic. And let's see. Burn in hell. Yeah.
Wow, you're not even gonna put a wolfsbane.
For enemy? I feel like this already conveys they're my enemy. I don't know. Should I exchange toxic or you stink? We'll
That's
take
up
out
to
the
you.
corpse flower. We'll put in a wolfsbane, sure. Sure. A wolfsbane. Okay, enemy, toxic, hatred, burn in hell, misfortune. Is there anything else I should put? Or maybe I swap out the misfortune with pain. I'm gonna swap that out. Yeah. And we're gonna put it in Scully paper and put some of these because they're cute. Ready.
Wonderful.
All the flowers in this bouquet suit the request. Wonderful.
And the next bouquet.
The conference is almost over, and thus there are no more requests. Though I wouldn't mind if you decide to make me a bouquet.
I'm like, wait, I need to save. Can I save? I can't save here.
You can't save here.
Oh no. Alright. We have some options. Do we want... Which ending do we want? We can do romantic, seductive, become a vampire, or friendship ending.
Whichever one you feel like doing.
Vampire it is. I mean, at this rate, I don't think we're getting through multiple endings.
Oh, there's also there might be an option outside of this where we can reaffirm that we chose the flowers correctly.
Yeah. But just in case. Just in case, I would like to do it right the first time. Okay, we're going to do a bunch of life after death. We're going to do...
But that might be your choice to save it, maybe?
Yeah. Maybe, but anyway. I mean, worst case, we can just skip through everything previous to this. Ooh, eternity. I do like eternity. And, actually just eternity and life after death. Let's be the most obvious we can. We'll put this one, and we'll put these ones, and go.
Thank you.
Why, thank you, Santa. That is a very serious message. Are you aware of what you just asked me?
And I'm gonna save in a new slot real quick. No, so what I saw was I think that if you say whatever looks nice, then I think it randomizes.
It does lead to it leads to a different ending.
So we'll hit fully aware.
I'm fully aware, I just said. I've given enough thought and I'd like to be turned into a vampire. Specifically by you! What I'm saying is, can't wait for you to bite me.
Felix gives you his brightest smile yet out of all the 5 times you've seen him smile at all.
This is just splendid. Oh, bloody. I have not felt this excited since the first Batman comic book came out. That is, before I discovered they actually had nothing to do with vampires. Appropriation of bats, that is what it is. But that does not matter now. Oh, Santa, I would be honored.
Okay, bye.
Peace! I need to get going!
Alright, let's
Well,
go
there's
to
nothing
lunch.
more to say to Felix, so...
We'll sit with me.
Last day of the event. Have you been enjoying yourself so far?
I'll enjoy the food here. It's been very delicious. They really put some effort into their cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing their best to avoid pissing off their customers. A mob of angry villains would be terrible for business. And the whole event. You'd be surprised how many restaurants have been blown up because they served bad food to a villain. The news reports them as gas leaks or something, but I have first-hand info from some villains whose explosive plans went wrong. We have a special fire pit where we keep them, by the way. Oh, the irony. Sometimes I love my job.
Getting all the latest gossip straight from the source? Yeah, that sounds pretty fun.
If you come visit me, we can find out what other fun things hell has to offer.
I'm game. Just shoot me a message when you have some free time.
You enjoy the rest of your lunch together. Time flies by, and suddenly it's already time for Satan to return his grill. Creative vengeance.
Do you want to just do the talks and skip through them?
That's what I figured. Oh wait, we should double check in case there's another scene. I don't think there will be, but just in case.
No, I think it's going to be at the end of the conference.
I think so, but you know, we don't want to accidentally miss any scenes. And if I'm skipping anyway, it's not like it matters. Oh wait. Okay. The conference center is almost entirely empty now. And they said it's impossible to make all evil disappear in one day. You've been wandering around the desolated lobby for a while now waiting for Felix, who told you he'd be there in a split second. You already suspect you might have to adjust to the vampire measurements of time, which might get easier once you become one as well. Finally, you've spotted a now familiar figure hurrying down the stairs, the vintage robes trailing majestically behind him.
Thank you.
Thank you for waiting. Much obliged. It is against all vampire conduct to leave without a proper goodbye. I could never forgive myself.
Yeah, and you're skipping a lot of words today. You stand still in front of each other for a moment, not knowing how to interact without a flower stand counter separating you. Finally, Felix leans towards you. He immediately finds the most sensitive spot on your neck and strokes it gently. His touch sends a shiver down your spine.
Is that where you will bite me eventually? If that is what you wish for. I'm looking forward to it.
Felix smiles at you softly, and you scramble to think of something to say before you melt under his gaze.
Anyway, too bad I'll miss out on the castles and elaborate mazes. Modern vampires have it tough, ha ha ha. Well, who knows? Maybe they'll be back in fashion eventually. Stranger things have happened in the history of Earth.
You doubt it's just a matter of fashion and not politics, modern development, and the cost of building a castle. But maybe Felix is right.
Looking forward to society's inevitable collapse. Seems like a great chance to go back to the Middle Ages. I must admit, I would miss some of the modern luxuries. Books most of all. Do you know how expensive it was to purchase a tome? Trying to find something that wasn't about religion. Ooh, what a nightmare. Fair point.
The conversation dies down, and the two of you spend a moment of uncertainty and silence.
I suppose it is time to say goodbye. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, I don't really want to, though. Then, how about a see you soon? You are welcome to visit me anytime. That does sound better, but I think I'll still miss you. We will have more than enough time to spend together once you enter the realm of immortality. Perhaps you will even get bored of me. I think I'd prefer that if the other option was not seeing you.
I don't know. I feel like, Felix, we've already seen an eternity of you.
You said I could visit you anytime, right?
It's like, it's not even that I dislike him as a character. I'm so tired of this route.
Indeed.
You're so tired of hearing me, I understand.
Aren't you tired of talking that much?
Oh, I'm tired of talking in general.
Well, you don't get to stop talking in general because you still have to voice MC.
What if I just, don't show up?
Then I won't stream.
Yes, that is what I said. How about tomorrow then?
Felix chuckles.
Mortals are so impatient. But yes, I would like that very much.
The two of you walk to the portals and go your separate ways, but rather than sad, you feel excited about tomorrow. Ooh, do we get a new background? We get a CG thing. You go through the process, which involves a surprisingly large amount of paperwork, and you are accepted as a part of the coven. Wait, can we... No, I can't hide the thingy. I'm like, wait, there's like chocolates here or something? And you have red wine, classic for vampires.
Or is that blood?
Or blood. And red wine, it's a cocktail. Luckily, you already have the best vampire tutor you could ask for. Surprisingly, flipping your night-day schedule is easy when you don't have to worry about sleeping. With Felix by your side, you start your new unlife together. You don't know if it'll last forever, but it's pretty cool to know that it's at least like a literal possibility. There we go. We got a moment of the CG in full. Sorry, I'm skipping the credits because I want to go back for all the other endings. Oh, I should try find a rebound this time.
I just try to find a rebound and have some fun. That sounds like a lot of labor. Reminds me of my past days spent in golf clubs hunting for human blood. Did you just compare dating to preying on humans? It is indeed an unfair comparison. After all, out of all the ways in which you could chase after someone's delicious flesh, hunting is much more relaxing than dating. Do let me know if you ever need something.
Okay, I'm gonna save here. Because I don't remember if there was another. Okay, no, there is another. There we go. Oh god, we have to do all this over again.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a nap real quick.
Bouquet.
Just fail it 3 times.
No. I'm just going for really basic ones.
What were you thinking?
Wow.
And the next bouquet.
Well, we know how to do this one easily.
Wonderful.
I'm actually gonna go refill my water.
Okay.
And the next bouquet. Wonderful. And the next bouquet.
And now we wait for Sharky to get back so we can decide what the next ending should be. Unless Chad has opinions. Our options right now are the romantic ending, the seductive ending, or the friendship ending. What ending should I do next? What ending should I do next?
Quack, quack, quack.
But what ending should I do next?
Quack, quack, quack.
Well, ducks are yellow. Friendship ending.
Not
but
all ducks are yellow.
not all ducks are yellow, but like the stereotypical duck is yellow. All right. That's friendship. I guess you can be faithful friends. I don't want to do what the guide says of just using one flower over and over. 3's pushing it already.
What is it pushing it to?
Hmm?
What is it pushing it to?
A cliff?
Cliff Notes?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Why, thank you, Santa. That is very kind of you. Just to make sure we are on the same page, do you know what this bouquet means?
Yeah.
Yeah, like talking to you these past few days. Tried really hard to remember which flower symbolizes friendship. Your stand seems to be full of the ones that talk about romantic love, so I had to be careful. Would have been awkward if I expressed something ridiculous by accident, right?
Oh.
Indeed. Oh, extremely... Gauche?
Gosh.
Gauche.
Yeah. You got it right.
I do want to be friends with you. We should totally hang out soon. Grab a bite or something. Not that kind of bite, though.
Yeah, that's the ending we just did.
You can tell me all about the dates you go on.
Felix hides his face behind the bouquet you just gave him. You can't help but feel like he's also trying to hide some feelings. Well, sorry, Felix. We're doing the friendship ending. Oh, whoops. Wrong thingy. I was like, why is it not going?
Wrong thingy!
It's because I kept leaving.
Thank you. Oh.
Oh, wait. Sorry. We've hit new things. It looks like he's going in for a hug, so you reach your arms out.
Oh.
Felix hesitates, and you end up gesturing at each other awkwardly for a moment, which probably looks like a weird mating dance. Finally, you settle for a fist bump.
Guess it's time to say goodbye. Yes, for now. But sure, this is not the last time we'll see each other. If you keep raising death flags like that, it might be. Jeez.
Huh?
Flags? I hate to disappoint you, but I don't own any.
I do. I have my baby tiny ace flag next to me right now.
That's not... Never mind. But hey, what about a rainbow flag? Not exactly straight, and it would be a fun nod to your original last name. I would say it is not a bad idea, but such a colorful item would clash with my decor, which of course is unacceptable. Speaking of aesthetics, when are we going to visit Golf Club? Whenever it suits your schedule. I'm always ready for Hans. Awesome. I'll text you when I'm available. It'll be so much fun. Yes, I am looking forward to it.
Contrary to Felix's words, his smile is bittersweet. You wonder if he was expecting something different from your relationship.
Are you okay?
You know, it's kind of a shame that they don't seem to make the friendship ending an equal, fair ending.
As the other three?
Yeah.
Oh.
My apologies Did I seem distracted? I'm fine. It has been a while since I made a new friend. It is quite a lot to process. Ah, that's understandable. I think I shall go home now and enjoy some peace and quiet. But I'll keep an eye out for your message, even if it means having to keep using that cursed machine. Thanks for making that noble sacrifice for me.
Felix chuckles, and this time it sounds more genuine. You know, I think we are gonna get through all the endings, actually.
Farewell, Santa. It was a great pleasure.
Oh, God. This means we're gonna have... Oh, I see. They just have slight variations on the CG for what you're doing together, I guess.
Different flowers, and hey, we're playing Magic the Gathering?
No, it's Magic the Withering. And it says Lizard Hazard on the card. And we have a white-ish lotus, a war maiden. It's something kind of coin. Over time, Felix introduces you to some of his hobbies. You're especially impressed by his Magic the Withering card collection and his shelf full of rare and obscure vinyl records. The two of you spend a lot of time coming up with evil schemes and designing deadly mazes. When it comes to villainous friendship, it doesn't get much better than this. And skip again. Sorry, credits.
We've seen them.
We have. Did we let them play the first time? I don't
Yeah,
remember now.
we did.
And the next bouquet.
Murder, 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 murder.
We're very proud. We wanted, what was it, sage for the sick burn? And we're just really proud of ourselves. Let's go.
What were you thinking?
I don't remember what I did the first time, but he's no longer happy with me.
And the next bouquet.
Disappointing him like we disappoint everyone else who comes to the stream.
Uh-huh.
So we're par for the course.
Uh-huh.
Perfect.
It's a shame I can't skip through these. It's perfect. Okay, keep
And
going.
the next bouquet.
Not that one. Snapdragon, that's what I was... No. Wait. There's another one I wanted to do. Okay, no, it was Nightshade. Poison.
Wonderful.
Okay. Are we ending on seductive or romantic?
That's a you question.
I feel like I don't want to end on sex, so we're gonna end on romantic, in which case we should do the sex one, or seductive one now.
It doesn't have to be a sex one.
Seductive is... I mean, what are you seducing him to?
Murder.
I don't think he has to be seduced into that.
That's what you think.
Well, do I want to catch you? Like, is there? Oh wait, attraction. Attraction would probably be good. Let's take out I Want to Catch You. Oh.
Thank you.
Why, thank you, Santa. This is very blunt of you. Do you know how straightforward the message of your bouquet is?
Wink.
Wink.
Okay, Teo. You give Felix a wink.
Ah, the Infinisand is back.
The Infinisand is back.
Are you alright? Is there something in your eye? Is there sand in your eye? How did you get sand in your eye? Perhaps you're allergic to one of the bouquet's components?
It's not sand in your eye, it's pollen.
Oh my ungod. I am very much alright and fully aware of the bouquet's message. That's it. That is how I feel. And that is what I want. I'm talking fighting, sucking, flush cheeks. None of which have anything to do with you being a vampire.
Oh!
Felix gasps excitedly and bites one of the flowers you just gave him, his fangs flashing.
Oh, Santa, I'm certain that can be arranged.
Great. We've done our
Okay,
booty
bye.
call, and now it's time to...
We've done our booty call.
We've delivered our booty call, and now we go to talks.
This just year, Santa gave a booty call to a vampire.
Uh-huh.
As you might have heard, vampires do not come in without an invitation. Santa, may I kiss you?
You grab his perfectly ironed collar and pull him closer. You discover there's a whole new level of awkwardness in bumping your teeth with someone who has such prominent fangs. As Felix pulls away, he glances around. The few people still left in the conference area seem to disapprove of your public display of affection, judging from their expressions, but that's what makes you villains.
Oh,
Seems like I've caused a bit of a scene. Hey now, you're an all-star. Don't claim all the credit. Takes two to tango.
Huh?
Tango? I don't see how that's related to the current situation, but from being a rather passionate dance.
And then we suddenly grab his arm and start tangoing. You can't help but to marvel at his cluelessness sometimes. A lot of times, actually.
I'm kidding, of course. I'm not that senile. I have to admit, such amorous actions would be rather strange things to do without a partner. Seems like something the mad scientist would do. You know, make out with a body pillow or something.
Probably has.
Well, I am glad I do not have to resort to such desperate measures. Assuming you are still interested in associating with me. Obviously. But I think we'll need to go associate somewhere else before they kick us out of here.
The hall is empty apart from a guard who's eyeing the two of you sharply. Oh, hello.
Hello!
Hello, Esther, not the egg.
Happy introvert's greeting.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you're having a good day.
Mm-hmm.
Or night or morning or whatever it is.
Sometime of day.
Oh my, how the time flies. Come, Santa, we must flee.
Felix grabs your hand and the two of you make a dash for the portal. The guard looks at the two of you with a mixture of bafflement and disapproval as you pass them.
My place or yours?
Felix glances at you with ravenous eyes.
Whichever is closest.
Pretty sure you got here by portal, so either? Oh, we have blood wine again. but a different achievement. You end up going to Felix's place. He wasn't lying when he said it was just an apartment. A decent-sized one filled with antique furniture and art, decorated with different shades of black. There's not that much black in this picture, though. Like, really just parts of this wall. Over the next few nights, you get very familiar with the apartment. And its owner, of course. You hate to quote Twilight, but Felix really does look like a classical marble statue with his bare, pale skin and old-timey surroundings. But his skin is soft to the touch and his grasp gentle. And he doesn't sparkle.
Once more!
Alright, last one.
And then we are done this route forever!
Forever! Until you have to put it up on the YouTube. But then I'm done.
And
That's
the next
for you to do.
bouquet.
Calling me out like that.
I still think pride is appropriate, but I guess, I don't know, sick burn. That's still pain, and that he needs some medicine, is what they said. Maybe deviousness? And wolfsbane? I don't know, something like that.
Very good.
Okay, well, he's finally satisfied with me again at the very end. He's not thrilled, but he's satisfied.
And the
And I
next
remember
bouquet.
this one. Boop.
Perfect.
Perfect!
I want to know what the perfect ones are for each request.
Wonderful!
Okay.
What?
And the next bouquet.
Am I not allowed to say wonderful?
You can say whatever you want, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I'm not allowed to say whatever I want.
Why not?
Because I don't swear.
Well, that just means you don't want. If you wanted to swear, you could. You just don't want to. To be clear.
But I'm not clear.
Actually, you know, I'm just gonna... What if I just send all...
Oh.
This is our most hated enemy, right? You must absolutely hate this person. Look, you asked for my most hated enemy.
Do you mind if I step outside for a bit? I'm kind of glad they did that.
Perfect.
Okay, let's send it to your nemesis quickly. I'm kind of glad they did that.
Oh, I'm glad I tried that.
Bouquet.
All right, we are...
That's actually a really good joke.
That's amazing.
Yeah, like-
Okay, we want to send romantic shit now. So we are,
What's the flower that they said?
what? To send in the guide?
Yeah.
Full row of roses. The guide just does all in on one kind.
Ah.
So I don't like doing that. Because that's not a bouquet. Or, I mean, it is, but it's not
It is
as
technically
fun.
a bouquet.
It's not as fun.
Fun? We are not here for fun.
Well, we're not here for profit, so...
We're not here for anything.
Pink for soulmate, maybe? And we can add another red rose. And...
Maybe if I add Lily, so that it's like don't give us the sexy end. A white lily. Something like that. I don't know. Let's try it.
Thank you.
Why, thank you, Santa. I'm flattered. Are you aware of what this combination of flower even means?
I like that he's always just like, excuse me, do you know what the fuck you're doing?
Yeah, I've been trying to flirt with you for the past few days, but it seems to go over your head. Oh my gosh. So I thought I'd be a bit more direct.
Which for anyone else is more indirect.
What do you mean?
Oh, Felix. Really?
It's my way of saying I'm into you, you oblivious dork.
Oh, dear.
Felix gasps in shock, his fangs flashing. He fondles the bouquet you just gave him and avoids eye contact.
Santa, I feel the same way about you. It has been a century since I've met someone I could stand for more than 5 minutes. Let alone someone I would actually enjoy spending those minutes with. Let us talk more after this conference. I have to clean up my stand.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Do you want to build a Santa?
No, that's next time. Finally, Felix leans towards you. He reaches his hand out for what seems like an embrace, only to take off your conference badge.
May I save it? Sure, but why? It's a memory of how we met. I'm saving it for our relationship scrapbook, of course.
This absolute dork.
Is that one of your hobbies, too? It suits you.
Oh,
Not yet, but I decided to give it a try. I do not wish to forget our time together.
With Felix's memory, that's probably a smart idea. Not that you'd say that out loud.
How romantic. Well, yes, I must admit I can be rather sappy at times. I hope that is not a quality you detest. Nah, we can be sappy together. Wonderful. Santa, would you like to visit my residence for dinner? Well, as long as I'm not the dinner, sure!
oh dear.
That is not what I meant. My apologies. Relax, I'm kidding. Dinner sounds great.
Oh,
I would cook for you myself, but it has been a while. I think it was in the 19th century when I had my cuisine phase.
But I feel like it'd be really interesting to have someone cook, like, authentic 19th century cuisine for you.
In hindsight, it was not the greatest pastime for someone like me. One of my guests ended up hospitalized. Apparently, when the recipe says some chili, it means a spoonful and not a cupful. Who would have known? Perhaps we should stick to just wine after all.
oh.
I mean, I have a puddle of port from 1896. Good year from what I've heard. Sounds like a date.
Oh no, port. I'm out. Bye.
Excellent. How about tomorrow then?
Felix chuckles.
Mortals are so impatient, but yes, I would like that very much.
Didn't we just say tonight? The two of you walk to the portals and go your separate ways, but rather than sad, you feel excited about tomorrow. Felix's new scrapbook starts filling up pretty fast with all the time you spend together. He's especially excited about the wrappers from the chocolates he bought you. Dating a vampire has its benefits. When you wake up, he's already pouring you a cup of coffee. You don't have the heart to tell him how bitter it tastes. Maybe someday.
We did it! That's
We
it!
did it.
We're done!
I'll let the credits actually scroll by this time while we talk. Shouldn't
my
skip
gosh,
it
we did
every
it.
time. We did it!
We did it! We did it! Yeah! We did it!
Yeah! We did manage to finish all of the endings and the route today. Amazing. But
I should have distracted you more.
well, as it is, we could only do that because the entire second half and then some was all just skip, 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 move on, move on.
Yeah.
Okay, skip, skip, onward, onward.
Yeah. Yay!
That's another character finish. I can cross him off of my spreadsheet.
Now only 2 more to go.
2 more to go. Both of them are mine.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next time we'll be doing Massard and
Yep.
then Satan.
Yep.
We did it. We finished the character. Woo! Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody, to see
We'll
the
be
ending
back.
of that.
We'll be back Friday?
We should be playing something or other on Friday, which we will. Now just another 2 or more months to finish another character. Yeah. You could distract us for even longer if you wanted to.
We'll be back Friday. Bye!
Bye!